Hello and welcome back to another Warbands talk. The subject for this video is 1v1s. So how do I do 1v1s? I click random buttons and hopefully something good happens. Nah, I'm kidding. It's usually only when I'm geared for full anti, which doesn't really happen often actually. In 1v1s, I believe everyone has their good and bad days. And the majority of waves I go to, I'm often not warmed up at all because I was just skilling outside of warbands, so I'm often clumsy in them and not fighting at my full potential. Although I do want to get good at 1v1 some days, I still have a long way to go. So what's my favorite style? Well, you can see in the video, I like using magic. It's like the underdog of the three styles because most people use range. It's somewhat difficult because I'll be fighting against the triangle mostly. Maybe less now because people are realizing how strong meta can be. And you'd probably be like, how can you possibly KO anyone using mage without being in meta? It's definitely hard if your opponent knows the rotation well, but you'd be surprised. Beta as it is now will bring more power into magic, and people won't have to use meta as much to KO people. I also like that you lose adrenaline again when you eat, which becomes a choice not to save. Even if I can kill people in 1v1s, it's nothing elegant whatsoever, and I often screw up a ton during the fight. It's just to be realistic that people have their bad days and dirt moments. Like, I know what I should be doing, but I still mess up my rotation often. I usually can tell who puts up a better fight, even if they lost. You'll see in the video that some of these fights are pretty clutch, but that's what makes it more exciting. What I'm wearing here can't really tank any hits to begin with anyway. The good thing is, more people are willing to fight me if I'm in shitty armor, and they can't complain about gear or triangle if I happen to win. I still get kind of nervous when I fight people in 1v1s, just cause I don't like getting KO'd. However, I don't really get upset at someone if I lose to them. Rather, I get upset with myself for not doing better. Like if I were to do 1v1s, it would be for the sake of doing it. Having a good fight, cause I don't really get a kick out of flaming people if they lose. All I often say is GG when I kill someone. What matters is that people put in the effort to fight back. In most of the fights I'm at a disadvantage, whether it's the gear or the combat triangle, but I still give it a shot if I can. I mean, when I do 1v1s, I don't play the outlasting game. I don't really consider that a win. I guess it's a win in outlasting, but that's all our RNG and rotation. I wouldn't be maging if I was trying to outlast people. The objective is to KO them. This is why I don't like shields either. I don't think it's meant for 1v1s, but people still pull them against me. Shields are meant for defensive purposes, not offense. However, I do follow double standards sometimes, so I would be allowed to pull out a shield the moment they do. But I usually don't anyway. Same thing with running snipes, etc. I will tank your meta without a shield, and if I happen to die just because of some crazy RNG, so be it. There are some cases where I'm not trying to do 1v1s, and I'm mainly scouting. If there's ever a case that I pull out a shield first, it would be along those lines. I can't say I never rag people, but usually it would be to distract them from an FC member or screwing around for fun. I rarely judge people for running away or losing a fight, at least not seriously, because there's so many situations and only closed-minded people would say something like, so bad if someone isn't trying to fight even a 1v1 or they just lose. People can be lagging really badly or low on food from previous fights, etc. Half of the waves I go to, I'm in a looter's inventory, so I'll likely avoid 1v1s in that case, unless I think I can take them out pretty quickly. I'm also a leader of my FC, so I can't linger around too much, and I would tele out randomly if we needed to move on to the next world, etc. Not everyone on TS, or not everyone uses TeamSpeak, and it's hard to type out commands when I'm in the middle of a 1v1. However, I don't like judging people for running away. Just do what you gotta do. I guess in 1v1s, I try to fight as noble as possible, which is don't run snipes, don't shield camp, etc. The cheapest thing I'll probably do is drag a bleed, which I'm not intentionally running snipes, or maybe I'll farcast a bit when I'm low on food or at a huge disadvantage. I like to move around when I fight, because it strangely gives me more composure. I click my abilities most of the time, but you can't tell in the video because my editing software keeps hiding my cursor, and I still haven't figured out why it does that. My setup is definitely strange, but it's nice because it's unique to me. I generally lack DPS because I'm more focused on reserving for KO opportunities or avoiding deaths in 1v1s, so I usually don't end up outlasting people and run out of food sooner. That's basically what I wanted to talk about. I'm up to do 1v1s, but I can't be bothered if there's any drama involved with it. Sometimes I won't fight if I'm really badly outmatched, but most of the times I YOLO. Like, I just want a fun fight. That's all. If they beat me, I'd be like, dang, I got owned. If I win, I'll just respect them for trying to fight. I don't do 1v1s for an ego. Screw that. At most, I'll flaunt around jokingly if I win or something. I mean, who wouldn't want to enjoy the glory of winning a good fight? But at the same time, I don't want people to make fun of me if I lose or die. So, I won't do that either if I happen to kill them. However, if they flamed me first, I'll probably defend myself. Same if it's against another FC member. You gotta follow your own principles as much as you can. Not saying I always manage that, which is just realistically speaking, and they may change in the future depending on how things go. I might try to do more 1v1s when beta comes live. I do want to risk more, but you gotta know I'm more of a skiller before any form of PKing, so I prioritize my money into that stuff more. Like all the Warbands videos I make, it's just a side series for fun, because my channel is primarily about skilling and achievements. So I'm not really an avid PKer to begin with, but I like to make these videos just because I'm involved in them. I guess the money thing is also one of the reasons why I don't like ditch fights after wars. I'd rather fight at pawn where it's harder to tele out and people won't be as encouraged to use soul amulet, death touch bracelets, and prodding tier 90 armor just to rag someone. I can fight in all three combat styles, but I'm most comfortable using mage. As for 1v1s I'll use in a video, I guess if I like the fight or something. I mean, I don't even use all the 1v1s I win. Same thing if I lose. The ones shown here are just kind of examples of stuff that happens when I try to fight, good or bad. I don't do it to make people look bad if I win, because I'm not trying to make myself look good to begin with. This is why it's difficult to show 1v1s in a video and easier to show multi-PKing, because anything goes. Just because it's not in the video doesn't mean I'm not doing them. I actually have a ton of footage I leave out for potential videos, mainly because I don't feel like making them and I want to take breaks every now and then. So yeah, this is my PKing way. I don't 1v1 to flame people, I just want to improve my skills. I hope you enjoy and thanks for watching.